Hello there, Gemini. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we're doing your weekly tarot reading. So this is good for the week of October 31st through November 6th. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, Gemini, let's see what we have in store for you this week. Wombat spirit, be at home. This is a lovely energy of, this week, with the Halloween energy, the veil is very thin on October 31st. So I feel like you may actually, there's almost a hermit energy here of just kind of staying close to home, kind of going within, trying to almost like have a glimpse of the other side of the veil. Really interesting yang. Yeah, because I feel as if you're getting some inspiration by doing this, like almost taking a time out, putting yourself in time out. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of putting yourself in time out because you could feel, especially with Mars in retrograde, you could be feeling a little bit like low energy. You could be even kind of experiencing some, physical kind of energies that are kind of low vibe a little bit at this time. And so it's kind of like you're taking this opportunity, okay, to kind of like lay low, kind of almost use it as an excuse to not have to socialize as much because you do love people, right? But there's this energy of going within so that you can get reinvigorated. You can get this inspiration from your spirit guides, from your angels about how to proceed in a specific situation. I really love this energy. It's very different for you, I will have to say, Gemini, because you're usually, yeah, look, this is popping out. I'm going to take that. Angels of the Four Directions. I feel like with this energy of the veil being so thin on Hallows Eve, yeah, you're seeing your angels are coming in to showing you that you really and truly deserve something that I think, okay, Gemini, there's this energy that I'm going to put these out. Yeah, there's this energy. Is this bringing you a lot of peace? I feel like you're going to have some glimpse. It's kind of a little bit of a sad energy of understanding that you really do have to close a door, that there's something that you have to, it's never going to work out. Okay. So this could be a career, a job, a relationship, something that you put a lot of time and energy into, but it's almost as if you're, I don't know, they're saying like emails. You could be sitting there, feeling, okay, I'm going to stay at home and clean up my emails. It's something like that. And you come across, or you may actually receive a new email, but I feel like you come across an old email or some type of correspondence, or you have a memory of a situation in the, with somebody in the past, or a past situation. And it's kind of like you see it for the very first time for what it really is, for who that person really is. And it's kind of like, almost, it's like you have seen this email before. You have seen this text before. Okay. I'm not sure it's brand new. I think it is, honestly, you're stumbling across like an old love letter or something like that. And you're seeing it for the toxic energy that this person actually had. So when you read that love letter or that email a while ago, okay, you could have been in this energy of looking for the good in this person. And I think because you are so loving, now you're taking another look at the same exact email or love letter. And you're like, how did I not see? It's almost like you are now able to see between the lines of what this person is saying. You now have some experience. You're recognizing that this person was just filled with empty promises. you know, that they never fulfilled any of their promises. They really, oh my goodness, Gemini, I feel like you know this already. It's almost as if with this veil being so thin, it's like your angels and spirit guides are bringing this email or whatever this is up once again so that you can see it with these eyes of, I deserve true love. I deserve to be appreciated. I deserve to be cherished. And in the past, when you first initially received this love letter or email, it's kind of like you were not in that position yet. You were still kind of perhaps wanting this person's love or looking at them with rose-colored glasses. Now you look at that same exact letter or email, but now you know that you deserve so much more. So you're looking at it with completely different eyes. It's the same words from the same person, right? But this time you see them for what they really are. Yeah, it is a different perspective. It is honestly a different perspective. It's the wiser Gemini, right? It is the one that has gone within and done the work, done the healing, that you really and truly need to do to get to the point where you know what you deserve. You deserve someone that truly loves you, that appreciates you, that doesn't, you know, dole out empty promises, but instead, oh my gosh. And then High Priestess. Okay, this is seeing behind the veil. You are definitely seeing behind the veil. You are getting this glimpse because it's almost like Spirit is saying, okay, Gemini, it is time to close out that energy. You could be hoping that this person will change or still kind of in some type of energy of thinking that it's different, right? It's different. That they will change or the situation will change or they'll finally do what they say they're going to do. All of a sudden you get this different perspective. The veil is thin and you see this different perspective that this person is never going to change and that you deserve so much more. You've been kind of playing it safe here for a while, Gemini. You know, this is your obstacle. Trying to play it safe, trying to perhaps wait for this person to come in a more balanced energy. We have a third person here. Some of you could have been like dealing with a third party, and a third party could be a third person. It could be an addiction. It could be, you know, being a workaholic, putting emphasis on different things besides the relationship. I feel like you have been playing it safe, trying not to. It's almost a sense that you've been appeasing this person in a way, not wanting to rock the boat, hoping that this will come into fruition, hoping that it'll come into balance. But here's the thing, you're understanding the hidden motivation, okay, of this person is not necessarily to come back, to ever give you the promises that they have said they would fulfill. You know, it's kind of like, okay, I see their hidden motivations. I think their hidden motivations are really their own inferiority, trying to keep you small, trying to not allow you to shine your light. And it's kind of like, yes, I have to move on from that. We have the Two of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, you know, and we have the Eight of Swords, you know, kind of being stuck in this cage, waiting on this person, waiting. I feel like you've been kind of waiting for them to realize just how wonderful you are. And what you're doing is you're kind of like, no, I have my own worth. This King of Pentacles energy is so wonderful. You know, the King of Pentacles, I really feel like this is your energy of stepping into knowing your worth, right? You know, it is perhaps your own financial security, but to me, it's in this energy of, yes, I know my worth and I know that I deserve true love. And we have the Ten of Cups and the Three of Cups underneath that. This person may even be reaching out. You know, there could be some kind of reaching out from them. And what you're understanding is, you know, I really feel like you're seeing them for who they really and truly are. It's kind of sad because I think in a way you're kind of sad because you realize that they're really not going to be any different than they have been all along. You know, kind of a sense of, yeah, you've had Temperance, Chariot, could be dealing with a Sagittarius or perhaps a Cancer. There's this energy that you have had to do some healing about trying to appease this person instead of stepping into your own power. I think you always wanted to leave the door open for this person, hoping that they would come back. And now what you're realizing is that the only way to move forward is to shut the door on this situation. And I do feel like it's really difficult. This could be a romantic connection. It could be a very close, you know, friend or a family member. Somebody that you're just kind of like, yeah, it's just never going to be this, you know, to be the relationship that I thought it was going to be. Yeah, this is your obstacle. Giving yourself enough love, loving yourself, giving yourself enough compassion. Recognizing that you have done everything you can do in this situation. You know, you've had the strength and the courage in order to try to bring the situation back together. But now you're stepping into your courage and understanding, you know what, I have to decide what is best for me. You know, am I going to stay waiting for this person to figure out how wonderful I am? Or am I going to allow myself to share my light and love with those that want to be in my life? I feel like this is really closing out a cycle, ending a situation in your life, allowing yourself to move forward. And this is not easy. You know, for some of you, there's a lot of sixes on the board here. I feel like for some of you, this could be the last 6 years that you have been kind of working on this cycle, understanding that this is a soul lesson. You know, this person that you're dealing with has been put into your life in order to help open you up to finding, discovering, reigniting your own worthiness. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I feel like, you know, you're stepping into understanding your own worth, you know, your independence, having the things, the people, the situations in your life that you really and truly enjoy. And I feel like if this person comes back, you don't make the mark. You know, you just don't make the mark. Whereas before, I think, you know, it's kind of like when this person may have written you an email or a love letter or something like that in the past, you were just like, oh my gosh, you know, I think you saw them in those rose-colored glasses. You wanted this relationship to work out. So you accepted whatever it is that they could give you. You know, the Six of Pentacles is that breadcrumbing energy too. They could have breadcrumbed you. You know, giving you, placating you, you know, just kind of like giving you tidbits of promises that you almost like took in like a sponge. You were like, yes, okay, they're seeing the light. They're seeing the light. I'll play it safe for a little bit longer because I think this person's going to come around. I feel like you find an email or a love letter where they promised something. Okay, in that letter or text or whatever, and you're kind of like, they never followed up with that. Like the veil is thin and you're kind of like, well, wait a minute. They don't follow up with any of their promises. Why am I waiting for this person? Why do I think that they're eventually going to fulfill the promises that they made perhaps years ago and never fulfilled? It's like, I feel like you're getting kind of riled up. I can feel that within me. You know, it's kind of like, well, wait a minute. I deserve so much more than this. And it's kind of like, okay, those are empty promises. Like you're recognizing, you know, I think up until this point, you may have said, well, they could still fulfill their promise. They could maybe do what they say that they're going to do. And now you're understanding, well, wait a minute. They were promising me stuff years ago that never was fulfilled. Why do I think their latest promise is also going to be fulfilled? And it's kind of like the rose-colored glasses are ripped off. And you're kind of like, yeah, no more. No more. I'm done. Wow. Really interesting energy here, Gemini. And I really do think that, you know, you have this moment once again, where you could be cleaning things out at home, or, you know, I don't know, you're cleaning out all your old emails or something like that, and then suddenly you get this epiphany and you're kind of like up off the couch, out of the house, and going off to live your life. It's a really lovely energy. All right, well, Gemini, let's pull a soul truth card for you for final advice. And I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Yeah, am I letting fear stop me? You know, I think the fear in this situation is that you're afraid that they're finally going to come back and fulfill all those promises, right? And you're kind of like, well, I don't want to shut the door because this is a person that really means a lot to you, right? So you're kind of like, well, I don't want to shut the door. The fear is if I shut the door, okay, that person may never come back. Okay, well, the truth of the matter is that are they coming back even right now? And if you go ahead and, you know, continue just playing it safe, you know, living your life in this safe way, hoping that they'll change, hoping that they'll see the error other ways, right? That they'll see just how deserving you are of everything, right? It's kind of like, okay, no, I'm not going to wait any longer. You know, I'm just not going to do it. You see that they have a pattern of never fulfilling their promises. Are you experiencing a mountain of fear right now? Are you stalling, freezing, or giving up? The juicy secret is that you are the boss of fear. You are unstoppable, but it's up to you to see that by taking action. And you have the action card, you know, Yang is the action card. Stepping into your divine masculine and taking action on this situation. Now, Gemini, the other thing is that when I was reading that, I got the message. Some of you, this may not be all of you, you feel like you're quitting something. Okay, you're quitting a situation, a relationship. So Gemini, you don't like to quit things. So that is part of the fear. You don't want to be the one that quits, okay, in this situation. What you're recognizing at this time, okay, is that your angels and your spirit guides are helping you to see, okay, that you're not quitting. This other person has already quit the situation or relationship. They may have not said those words, or they may be stringing you along, right? This type of energy that things will get better when, you know, they get a job, or they do this, or they do that, or they leave, you know, their spouse or their girlfriend or their boyfriend or whatever, right? You feel as if the fear here is that I'm quitting. I'm not giving them enough chances, okay? I feel like at this time, when the veil is very thin, you understand, oh my gosh, I have given them a mountain of chances, right? You recognize that the only thing that's holding you back is your fear of leaving this situation because you don't want to take the role as quitter. But the truth of the matter is, this person quit this situation a long time ago. You've just been holding out, hoping that things will change, right? But they're not showing up. They're not showing up in the energy that you need them to show up. And that is what is taking you. You're understanding they have some hidden motivations. Maybe they're stringing you along because they want to have a plan B or something like that, right? So they have some hidden motivation to keep this door open. What you're recognizing is, I'm not playing that game anymore. I'm moving on. I'm moving on because I have better things ahead for me. And this really does bring you a lot of peace. You're understanding this person is a teacher in your life, but just because they're a teacher doesn't mean they have to stay in your life. And you're ready to do the healing and the transformation that you need to do in order to step into this a new path, you know, just going out, finding new friends and colleagues, knowing that this is the right decision for you. Wow. You know, I would really suggest kind of doing like a burning ceremony or something like that, really putting it out to the universe, that this door is shut. You are no longer, going to allow this person to kind of breadcrumb you, to kind of like, or allow yourself to breadcrumb yourself in this situation, hoping that they'll come back, closing out this energy and stepping into your bright new path. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I really wish you much love and light, and I really appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I hope to see you again really soon. Have a great week. Bye for now.